I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He stiff arms him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
54 down, he's coming.
start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Browns at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And again, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play.
Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to find Calvin Austin.
And it's 3rd down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team, because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
Here's Watson now on second down.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
24.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And got his man complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 30 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, they'll shift things around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And fights through one man. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 or the 34. Now Pickett changing the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. There's a nice move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And now Watson throws another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Pickett looking to change things up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Complete. It's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 7. Take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Steelers 14, Browns 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Third and 2, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
47 yards.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A loss of 2.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And Pickett going to move his guys around. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Seibert able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards. 29 officially. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
We're set. Alert.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long. It's Watson escaping the pressure right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw, Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Down the sideline it goes.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen.
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The clear this ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quick